Sup YouTube, it's Partner Z, and today I'll be reviewing episode 2 of World Trigger. This is actually my second time filming this video. You know why? Because the first time, after filming the video, I realized that there was this huge bird poop on my shirt. And you know what? I'm not uploading a video with bird poop so obvious on my shirt, especially not a review. So I'm refilming this. And just before I begin this review, real quick, I'm gonna say I noticed a lot of people complained about the animation in World Trigger, and honestly, come on guys, it's not that bad. I mean, it may not be the best animation in the whole world, but come on, it's not that bad. It's okay, I like it. It's not that bad. So yeah, episode 2. Warning, if you haven't watched it, you may not want to watch this video because there will be a few spoilers. Okay, so episode 2. I'm liking that theme song. It's really cool. It's like, changes in new world. I probably sounded horrible, but anyways, so yeah, in this episode, nothing that much exciting happened. Only at the very end, we see that those neighbors came in, those gray neighbors, and it's like to be continued. So it seems like next episode there will be a really cool fight, but this episode we would just, got to know Yuma a bit more, saw how strong he is, saw a bit more of his skills and fights. And we also learned that neighbors, those big creatures, are actually called Trion soldiers, while neighbors are actually the people who live in the other side, the people who made those weapons called the Trion soldiers. But of course, the people in the normal Japan or Earth think that the Trion soldiers are called neighbors. But anyways, so Yuma was just walking with Osama, Four Eyes, trying to learn more about Japan since he's new, and he's feeling suspicious, like, this kid, does he really not know anything? And so Yuma, he's like, hey, I'm hungry, I want to buy some food, I have money, but he's never used it before. So he takes out this really huge pile of cash, and he's like, hey, how do I use this? This is paper. And then everyone in the street just turns around and looks at him, and he's like, oh, money. So Osama drags him away, and he's like, don't pull out that amount of money in front of people. And soon we learn that Japan has way too much bullies, or specifically in this anime, there's way too much bullies. Like, twice those guys come and try to take money from Yuma, but of course he's way too cool. Like this one time, there was this guy who was pretending that his leg was broken and he needed money for the doctor. So Yuma was like, okay, let's see if that's true. He kicks him in the leg so hard, I think it actually broke, and then he gives them the money. So way to go, Yuma, you're awesome. And we also learned that Yuma can see through lies, because the second bully, he told him a lie, and Yuma, he just, like, something happened with his eye, and he knew that this person was lying. So that's pretty cool. Just Yuma keeps on surprising us constantly with his skills and fighting abilities. And while he's going home after making a deal with Four Eyes that he wants to, follow the rules of Japan, after making that deal, he gets hit once again by a car. And I forgot to mention this last episode, but just like in episode 1, after getting hit by the car, he just gets up and nothing's happened. He's good as new. There was just like this black crack in his face, but it just immediately, it mended itself. So that was cool, and the car was just crumpled, and he was like, hey, sorry I hurt your car. So Yuma is really cool. And then when they were in school, those bullies from episode 1, they came back, and apparently they had their memory washed or something, because what those border agents do is if someone saw like a neighbor, they wash their memories so that they wouldn't have, they wouldn't remember that scene. So they didn't remember the scene, with Yuma. So Yuma, instead of using violence this time, what he does to make them, go away is he stomps his foot so hard on the ground, there's like a huge boom, like with wind spreading everywhere, and they're like totally freaked out. So they just let him pass by, and that's so cool. And a couple of kids in his class notice how cool he is, and despite, his small size and his cute round face, they notice that he's strong. They just gather around him, start asking him questions, and he tries to follow Four Eyes' advice by, not telling them the truth about him being a neighbor. So he tells them from the conversation, he tells them that the country he was in had a lot of war, like there was fighting every day. So that might be the reason why Yuma is so strong and used to fighting. It's like part of his body. I'd like to know more about Yuma, his background, how he lived, in that other place. I'd really like to know more about him. And like I said, the end of the episode, those neighbors appeared and they were gray this time, not white. And also, this weird thing happened is that the black hole in the sky appeared where it was not supposed to. It appeared like right next to school when those neighbors came out, trying soldiers. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for episode 3. And tell me what you think of this episode in this description, in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Changes in you. Yeah. Peace.